are there any ladies in the chat? So she asked this question: what do you guys think about the vaccine mandates? All the players, no play, no pay. What do you think about that? Obviously, it seems to be, according to the media, the other media sources and other media outlets, as well as Kyrie Irving himself, that Kyrie might not play depending upon the vaccine mandates in New York as well as in California. Is there a reason for the Nets to worry about Kyrie Irving and the vaccine mandate, as well as just worry about Kyrie Irving in general? I'll start with glasses first. Let me start with glasses first.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Nets are always worried about. I think everything.
They're always worried about Kyrie.
I'm worried about Kyrie Irving. KD doesn't worry about Kyrie much, but I don't know, man. I understand the concern. I definitely don't agree that they should have the mandate. I don't agree with that. I think you should have to test. If you're not guilty, I mean, if you're not, positive, you feel me? If you're not positive, then they should let you play. I think they're getting out of hand again with this mandate. It's not right. It doesn't really make sense. It's actually a bad idea. If the people are protecting themselves and staying away from people, let them people play basketball. It's just really silly. I don't like that.
All right, Scott, what do you think about it? Obviously, we know we have strong opinions about the vax. I heard you talking about it today on your show. I'm not going to hold you, which is available right now on HNB Media TV. If you're watching, HNBmedia.com. Talk to us, Scott. How you feel about that?
Man, yeah, I agree with it. I think it should happen. I think the NBA is trying to have a smooth transition to have a successful season, kind of like what the NFL did last year and what they're doing this year. But as far as Kyrie, they have to worry about Kyrie even if it's not vaccinated, because I do think Kyrie will eventually get it. But even if he don't, he gonna come with some other shit that you're about. That's just who Kyrie is. Well, you never know. It might be, oh, it's raining outside. I don't fucking feel like playing today. I wouldn't. It's something. I love Kyrie, but there's always something with him. Whether he gonna find a problem with. Like I said last year, he got hurt, but they lucky that he wasn't healthy, because I feel like he'd have sat out on Juneteenth. I truly believe that. You never know with Kyrie. So yes, it's a problem. I know Kevin Durant don't talk about it, but I know there's got to be a part of KD that is kind of mad that he left Golden State. Like, because you never know with Kyrie. And I also feel like that's why James Harden ain't signed that extension yet. He like, yo, I got to see what this dude going to do. Because I don't want to commit myself to a guy. And like you said, Pam, I think he retiring very soon. I don't think he's I don't think he signed another contract, whether it could be he comes to season and play 5 games. Oh, I don't like what they're doing here. It's a negative league. I'm gonna retire. Or it could be like a year or two from now. So yeah, I think there's concerns. There's heavy concerns with the Nets. We not even talk about on court up to the fact that they didn't add nobody defensively. In my personal opinion, that's gonna help them if they make the finals. He cool, but he's not. I don't think their issue is defense.
He old like LeBron.
Defensively. I mean, we asking him to do like 1 or 2 things.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good piece.
38 and 8. That's the difference.
He's a good piece. I just wanted to see them add like some more defenders. So
defensively, I think he'll be good for them.
As long as if they meet the Lakers in the finals, who's guarding AD? That's what's going to be the issue right there. It's going to cook. He's going to put up all-time numbers. I think that's a problem. So the Nets got a lot of problems. Kyrie's number 1.
I mean, in my personal opinion, yes, but Kyrie is given, first of all, outside of the vaccine, outside of mental health, he don't even be healthy. Number 1, that's the main. He don't never be healthy. We have so many times. First of all, first year in Cleveland, get to the finals, knee fall off.
Blow his kneecap out.
Miss half of the season. He get to Boston, first season, knee dead. Next season, he come there. I don't want to, again, I don't want to down the man, but next year he going through his own personal things, rightfully so. But that was reason to worry. First year he get to Brooklyn, his shoulder was bad. He have a bad shoulder first year he get to Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. Last year he was in and out lineup. Kyrie always give you reason to worry. And part of the reason James Harden is over here, because usually with James Harden, at least you think he gonna come on here and play every single night, because usually outside of last year, which I think last year was probably a lot of the reason why he didn't come into camp the way he should have came into camp. I don't know for sure. Exactly. So exactly. So I don't know how much he worked on his body last year. That's probably why he has some of the soft tissue hamstring injuries that he started to develop throughout the season. But Kyrie gives you reason to worry regardless, outside of the vaccine, whatever, because he don't be there half the time. But without saying all that, I'm not excusing the Nets from not getting to no championship. They still got a good team. You got 2 MVPs on the roster. The hell you mean you can't win basketball games?
You can win basketball games. Why are they going to win a championship?
Listen.
You can win anything with 2 MVPs.
Yeah, 2 MVPs. Harden going out there, I have seen Harden average 35 points before, and I seen KD average 34 on 50% shooting. And we worried about Kyrie Irving. Y'all better figure that shit out.
The Lakers and the Nets have 2 MVPs.
Figure that shit out.
It's different.
You got, bro, you got 2 MVPs. You got Patty Mills. You got, and this is just me, just off the top of my head. And Blake Griffin can still play the game of basketball.
Yeah. Like Blake do it for another 482 though. Did he get the last out of him?
No, like listen, like you're not asking Blake to do what he did in Detroit when he's a focal point. He got to go get you 24 and 10 every night. You asking Blake to at best get you 14, 15 points. At best, I still think 14, 15 points a hustle. I still think he can do that. Again, like I said, you have 2 whole MVPs on the roster, and you have Steve Nash, who actually has experience as a coach this year. I thought a lot of the times, I've said this many times before, a lot of times last year, even in Game 7, I think what really came back to bite him was Steve Nash's inexperience as a coach, and that's the reason. And that's one of the reasons why they even lost that game.
He's a vibe coordinator. He's not a head coach. I mean,
no. He's like knowing how to work rotations, knowing about TV timeouts. Like again,
it's this year is really open, and I don't want to just focus it on Kyrie. Like Kyrie got his issues to figure out. As far as the vaccine, I just think that's not correct. I mean, you can't force people to do something, especially with a vaccine that's so young. It's so young. It's really young. So you got to give. It would be right to give people a chance, but they're not. So again, the Nets really gonna have to deal with that. And Kyrie is not gonna budge. He's not that kind of.
He's not gonna budge.
It's a genuine fear about it. So. I mean, it's a concern, so there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with being concerned. So,
I would say that based off the Unique Fam's question about making the vaccine mandate, I like it for one reason, because when you do your research on it, the vaccine does one thing. It really prevents the spread of it. It's not going to stop it. It's not. You can still get it, but it does mitigate the risk of you spreading it, and it mitigates the risk of you having serious infection. And I'm not knocking people that
risk of you spreading it.
What's up?
I didn't hear that. It mitigates the risk of you spreading. I thought it just mitigates the risk of it affecting you seriously to where you're in the hospital.
It does both. Yeah, it does both. And if that's the point of this vaccine is to slow down the spread, I think players should take it. Now, I get it. Kyrie didn't want to talk about it. I don't know the reasons why. That's none of my business. He made that clear. It is what it is.
Fear. But it's very young. It's a very new concept.
I'd rather go with the fear of I'm not going to spread it to someone I love or care about. And I'm young. I stay in the gym. I do those things. So I'm not, and he's a professional basketball player. I think, Pav, you said it last year, like if an NBA player gets it, they're going to be fine. You know, granted, their health is in good condition. They're going to be fine. And I felt that was a great argument, a great point, because they are professional athletes. When you look at the coronavirus, when it first came out, it was really affecting elderly people, but people weren't taking it serious. And if people have health problems, and they're 28 and they, drinking every night, it could be a serious issue for a young 28-year-old. Whereas if it's 70-year-old, there's really, you get it, it's a death sentence. So with that being
Harden's in trouble.
Yes.
And Luka's in trouble.
So with that being said, I think as a player, you should, I don't know what research Kyrie has done. Like
it's limited research regardless. So it's
okay, there's limited research, but based on the research that is available, it's not going to harm you if you get it. Now, if you don't
know that, Chris.
No, but you didn't let me finish. If you have an effect, let's say, I don't know what effect you can have to taking this shot, but let's say you do have an allergic reaction and you are aware of that. That could be a reason why Kyrie's not taking it. Has he said that? No. Maybe someone in his family has a reaction to it. Does you want to take that because they can be affected?
I don't think it's just as simple as just allergic.
Oh, it's never that simple. It's never that simple.
I think people, it's a genuine fear for people because they don't know the history of it. Versus a lot of vaccines.
I'll give you this. How many of us are vaccinated right here on this set?
Me.
Are you Glasses or no?
Oh.
No? Joel, are you?
No.
So I think it's Thomas. I think he said he was.
Yeah, Thomas is.
So my side effects were a sore arm.
It's not the side effects I would be worried about.
I know. I'm trying to get to a point, though. I'm just trying to get to a point. So my side effects were just a sore arm. Because I don't know what your guys' thoughts, Joel and Glasses, but I was like, I'm not getting the vaccine. Mom, I'm good. I'll be fine. I'm going to just wear a mask and stay out the way, which I did. But then my bro talked to me and he was like, bro, put it this way. If you're going to go out and do these things, wouldn't it make sense to be vaccinated? Because if you go out and you do spread it, you're a part of the problem. You become the guy that's in practice shooting free throws. If you miss this free throw, everybody's running.
It's a little different, man. It's a little different.
I know it's a little different, but my point is, I've done my research on it, and I feel comfortable. So I'm not knocking both of you for not taking it.
I am vaccinated, by the way. I just want to make that clear.
I thought you were, Thomas. I didn't want to speak out on it. My bad. You're good. Go ahead.
Can I say something real quick? Regardless of anybody thinks whatever they again, this is a new thing. It's only been out for what, 11 months.
I don't even know if it's been that long, to be honest with you.
You don't know the effects it may have 20, 25 years down the line. That is very 100% fair. The reason I took the vaccine has nothing to do with spreading, nothing like that. The honest reason was I was like, the Clippers might make the finals. I don't want to miss a finals game because I couldn't get a COVID test. That's the sole reason I had this shit right now. I wanted to sit. But wait. Look, the NBA is a private corporation. Kyrie, he is right found whatever fears he want to have. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But if your employer tell you to do something, now you have a choice not to do it. A 100% choice. You a grown man. You a grown man with money. If you don't need the money, is what it is. But if they, as a private corporation, have that whatever rule in, then you got to either abide by the rules or follow the consequences.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Kyrie is giving them reason to worry because he want to abide by the rules. Is he wrong for abiding by the rules? No, I'm not gonna say the man wrong.
Nope.
His health, his bike, do what he want to do with it.
Facts.
But you are hurting your team.
Exactly.
You are hurting your team. But again, it is your body. It is your choice. You can do what you want to do with it.
Which is wild. You want to win a championship, but you don't want to take a shot that can put you in position to win a championship. And then you look down the West.
What if you knew the shot would kill you in 4 years? Would the championship still be worth it?
Hey, if that's the
COVID
fate,
can kill you in 4 weeks.
If that's the fate I'm going towards, I took a bad risk.
Think about that. Think about that, bro. Like, people know COVID is killing people.
This is true.
And they still are that scared. You know, it's not crazy for a black man in America to feel like.
Oh, absolutely. I see what they did to us. Jesus, man.
And the more you learn about the vaccine specifically, I don't want to spread, because I convinced my homie to get it. I was scared for King. You know what I mean, Pav? I convinced homies to get it. But my point I'm saying is, for people who got it to act like there's no genuine reason to be nervous.
For sure.
If you're not nervous, I respect it. Some of us get pulled over by the police, my nigga, and it's a different experience. You might get pulled over by the police and ain't worried. But that don't mean that there's no reason to be concerned. So as far as Kyrie, you know what I mean? I hope he sues them. I hope he does 1,000 things to make sure they treat him with respect. The man should actually, I get it. They already instructed the rules, so it don't matter what they should do. But at a certain place, you got to let people make choices for their own body. And you got to let people take risks. The point of a free country is a free country. People that want to be around him, they got to take the same risk. That's the point of a risk. But to constantly push this onto somebody, not to mention this style of vaccine is a new vaccine. It's not simple. It's not as simple as getting polio shots that been around for 30 years before any of us was alive. Just, you know, allow it to people to come, you know, and come to their own conclusions. You shouldn't bully people. You should give them information.
That's what the NBA thing's trying to do, but Kyrie don't even want to talk to people about that information.
I'm trying to give them information. The whole world is bullying people into something. And this doesn't make sense. They are. They're saying, you can't do this if you don't do this. If I'm in a room full of vaccinated people, what the fuck difference do it make for them?
Well, they can still get it, but the symptoms won't be as bad. Which is one of the.
That's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
It is. If my homie got COVID and vaxxed up, and he was like, to be honest, it's different for everybody. It's different for every person.
People have been vaccinated and still have been suffering pretty bad. I mean, it's just like
it just depends on the person. But I was willing to take that risk and say, you know what? I'm out doing my thing every Saturday. I don't know all these Negros I be playing with. They might have the vid. And if I get it and I go see my parents, I don't want to spread that.
I totally understand, Chris. I'm with you.
So that's why I end up getting it. Now, I'm not knocking no one that is not getting it, because I've had that conversation with my mom. She was on my head every week. When you getting the vaccine? I'm like, Mom, bro, like, I know 10 of them homies that I play with. Like, I trust them. The other 3, I feel you, but I stay away from them. Hell, I had a friend that played with the mask on and he's vaccinated just because he didn't want to get nothing because he goes to his grandma.
Platforming the vaccine like the opening day.
Hey, bro, cats out here worried. So I don't blame them.
I don't even want to talk about that shit no more.
All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's switch gears on.
Got caught up like press day and shit. We over here.
No, but it's fine. No, but it's
like I'm on CNN.
It's fine. It's fine because it's fine because Black men don't get the opportunity to have these levels of civil discourse in regards to this stuff and have open conversations with different opinions and be able to relay information. I think that's part of the issue with everything that's going on, is that the information is not being conveyed in a way that is digestible to people. It's being forced, and we know what happens from the very genesis of this country when they are forced to do things. They revolt. So I
If
think
Drake
this
gets the
is
vaccine,
actually,
everybody gonna get vaxxed up. I'm gonna say that now.
I mean, Drake Drake got the vaccine. He go and perform all the time.
All he need to do is do a record called "Vax It Up," and I think like it'll go up.
Yeah,
but
this is the thing.
Hold on.
But this is the thing. I was having this conversation last night with Cam Buford, and it'll actually be out tomorrow on HNBmedia.com. Voice
Tap
of the
in.
fans. We talked about NBA top 75 list as well as this same
I
conversation.
know yours gonna be wild, Thomas.
And no. And I was saying it's not up to celebrities and entertainers to entertain and inform the public about a public health crisis. It is up to the president and the government and the Centers for Disease Control to disseminate the information and to make people feel comfortable. And if they haven't done that, then that is a failure on government, and we just need to figure out a way to better convey that message. And also, as we all said, people just need to give it time. And I think that although the NBA will force them, as Pavi mentioned, it's a private corporation. It is what it is. They're about to be work mandates enforced anyways by the government to make you get vaccinated regardless. So regardless of what Kyrie Irving wants to say or what anybody wants to say, once these actual mandates come from the White House themselves, and these mandates which Joe Biden is trying to pass in regards to the vaccine, this conversation won't be a point. But I also think that this discourse is good.